morning. In class 11, myself Sanjay Kumar Tiwari welcoming you to e-learning platform of St. Michael Higher Secondary Bethian. Dear students of class 9, your second major test is going to take place very soon. You will be aware of your dates and others. In the first video of new grammatical unit subject verb concord, we came to know about the general rules of the lesson. Students, I taught you certain rules regarding subject verb agreement or concord. I made you aware that singular subject takes singular verb and plural subject takes plural verb. But this is not enough, students. Sometimes this fundamental rule just becomes unable to make us able to choose the verb for that very particular subjects. So now we shall come to know about certain exceptional rules which are in position to make us able to use suitable verb for suitable subjects. Students, if everybody, somebody, nobody, anybody, anyone and each have been used as subject of any sentence, that sentence will be given singular verb. Example I am quoting, everybody has a pen. Nobody wants to play this game. Anybody likes to go there. So please keep it in mind, although they are not active subjects, but they are used as subject, and if they have been used or they are used, you have to keep in mind that you have to use singular verb with them in any tense. Students, the next rule is that when two subjects, I mean noun, are joined by and, they require a plural verb. When two nouns are there, basically singular noun I am talking about, and they are joined by and, it means and is linking word, joining word, it is going to join two nouns, the verb must be plural. Example, the cow and the goat are grazing. Here it's very much clear, cow and goat, they have been joined with and, so the verb are is used there. Another example is that Ram and Shyam play this beautiful game. So two nouns joined by and take or require a plural verb. But this rule becomes opposite when two nouns are joined by or in place of and, you have to use singular verb. The cow or the goat is grazing. So find it how it becomes singular or plural. Keep this rule in mind because this is very important rule and you have to take help from this rule in coming days. Students, the next one is that we use a singular verb if two subjects are separated by and refer to the same person or thing. If two nouns are there and they are joined with and but they refer to the same person or thing, the verb is singular. Example, dal and rice is my grandfather's favorite. Mr. Madan, my friend and philosopher, sits next to me. Mr. Madan, who is friend and philosopher, one person is playing the dual role here. So the verb has been used singular. So students, if two nouns joined with and identify one unit, refer to one person or one thing, as a whole, the verb is singular. Dear students, the next rule is that if subjects are joined by or nor either, neither, the verb agrees with the subject. This rule is very important and I would like to make it clear that if two different nouns, please keep it in mind, the nouns must be different. I am just making it clear again and again that one noun may be singular and the other may be plural. So if these nouns are just going to be joined by nor or the verb agrees with the subject, the verb agrees with the subject, neither he nor his friend was there, either the boy or his sister sat. It means such subject which is very close, which is very near. If you want to make it clear, you have to say that the verb is supplied according to the second subject. If it is singular, the verb is bound to be singular. If it is plural, the verb is bound to be plural. He or his friends are to be blamed. Students, the next rule I am going to make it clear. The title of a book, play, a story or a musical composition takes a singular verb even though they are in plural. If any name of the book is there, any name of the play is there, any name of a story is there, or any musical composition is there, if they look like plural, don't use plural verb with them, use singular verb with them. Example, the Midsummer and Night's Dream is a play by Shakespeare. It is the name of a book. So keep all these four headings in your mind. If any one of them is given as a subject, used as a subject, the verb that you are bound to use is singular. Words and phrases expressing periods of time, fractions, weights, measurements, and amount of money are considered as singular and take a singular verb. Words or group of words used as phrases expressing periods of time, fractions, weights, measurements, and amount of money are considered as singular and take a singular verb. I am giving you example. 50 rupees is not a big sum. 50 rupees is not a big sum. Here rupees plural, but 50 makes it singular and it is used as expressing amount of money. One more example is there. 10 miles is not a long distance. The same, so all these headings are there. You have to keep in mind that if any words or phrases which is generally group of words making meaning, therefore expressing periods of time, there are four headings: time, fractions, weight, measurements, and the fifth one is that amount of money. Although they look plural, but you are bound to use singular. So dear students, these rules are very important. Few rules are left which I will do in next video. So watch it, take benefits from it, and do the exercises that I am giving you continuously only in a school copy that you may buy from Pre Power Academy wherever it is available. Don't do in any other copy. Thank you.